Hello everybody, SpiritGaming here, and in this video guys, we will be talking about the 20 most important things you want to know in Dragon Raja. I know that the CE servers just came out and many new people and new faces have joined, so welcome to all of those new faces, and here are the 20 tips the 20 things you must know even when you're starting out, but even if you have played the game for quite a long time, you might even learn something as well. So without any further ado, let's get to the first point. So the class change is better than sigils, okay? So let me go to the class change, of course. Well, we go to there. I'm gonna be talking about the sigils, okay? So sigils, yes, they're okay when you're starting off, but after a while they do get very expensive. And while uh, they are gonna be very expensive, they won't give you that much in return. So let's say if I want to upgrade this, it's gonna be 48,000 gold. Of course, at the beginning is not that much, but as you can see, I still have some stuff that are even level 14 or lower. The stats you get from here are not that worth it when it comes to gold. Of course, later on in the game, especially after you unlock all classes, you might want to start spending on these. But before you spend on the sigils, guys, unlock every single class as possible. As you can see here, I do have enough gold to unlock even the Gunslinger, which I will pretty soon. But playing every single class will give you more knowledge, and that knowledge is gonna be worth way more than ratings. So make sure you guys get to this class transfer NPC and get almost all of the classes as much as possible. Another thing, well, this is my second point, I guess, from experience when I started playing global. So yeah, you guys from the SEA server are basically like the global version was 3 months ago. The best class was Soul Dancer. The Soul Dancer was winning in PvP. He was very good in PvE as well. Very easy to solo Doom dungeon, which is the first harder dungeon you will fight in. But I would recommend going a Blade Master because it's the easiest class to play. So Blade Master is the easiest class to play. It won't be the best early game especially, but if you are a complete beginner in this game and want to learn the game well, I do suggest starting off as a Blade Master and then after that start class switching to other classes as well. I also have a made video about all of the other classes and what are the best classes in different situations. So watch that video. I will link it down in the description, and you can basically know what you want to switch to next. And the third point is don't spend diamonds on pets, but buy pet chips with gold. Okay, so don't buy these ones right here that I have. These ones here that I have, buy the ones with gold, okay? For now, until you get to Abyss Dragon, okay? So for all of these other pets, I know I have this one, I have made a mistake about this. Uh, don't don't spend too much diamonds on these pets, especially these two pets. Don't spend anything on these two. Yes, maybe early game they will give you quite a bit of a boost, but maybe even for Konishiki you can put the most important ones like attack and the things you need for your classes, but that's about it. Until you get to Abyss Dragon, don't spend too much diamonds on them. Um, so the fourth thing is don't get greedy and spend a lot on allies. And also if you do plan on spending on allies, do it when there is a guaranteed 5-star when you use 10 secret commands. Okay, so that basically means is when you go to recruit and you go to this tip right here, you want to use this right here, but when it says must drop at least 5 allies, I know that at the beginning this will appear, and I don't think you even need to use 10 of these. I think you will need to use 7 of those. So yes, I recommend to spend diamonds for that, but that's about it. Don't spend any more on allies. It's not worth it as a free-to-play player, especially if you're paid to win. If you plan on spending a lot, then sure, go ahead. It will help you a lot. Okay, so next up is the soloing dungeons has the exact same drop chance for rare gear like doing team dungeons. So if you can't really find a team for dungeons, you can do it solo and you won't lose anything at all. And yeah, that's basically it about the fifth point. The sixth point is weekend dungeon runs don't have a higher chance for rare gear. So if you don't want to wait for the weekends to do all of the dungeon runs, don't do it. You can do it any time of the week. 7th point is make your course to level 10, gear enhancements to blue wings, T1, and don't spend on motors. Yes, motors do give a lot more rating compared to other things, but they also have only defensive stats, and those defensive stats won't help you at all during the early game, which, yeah, it's pretty important, especially at the beginning. You will basically have more fun if you don't really spend a lot on motors at all, because yes, motors do give a lot of defense, but as you can see here, they start giving just a bit of attack when you upgrade them to rank S, to rank A, after you upgrade them to rank A. So yeah, I just want to say, don't upgrade your motors with diamonds and save those evolution cores to upgrade each motor to rank K. For example, I am free to play, completely free to play. I have not spent anything on motors and I already have 7 rank A motors, which is insane. And yeah, um, I just want to mention I do have a video for beginner spending, I guess, for the early game spending and for the spending later on. So put both those links down in the description down below. So yeah. Eighth thing is, don't compare for stats. The people who upgrade motors will always have more rating than you, but you will be always better in duels and do more in PvE events in general. Yes, as I said, don't spend that much on motors especially, but even if someone does have more rating than you, it doesn't mean that they're better than you, okay? It doesn't mean that at all. So let's say I'm rank 78, let's go with here random person. As you can see, all of these stats are worse than mine, I don't know how. They have not even upgraded that much motors as well. I'm not sure how that happens, but for example, let's see over here. I have more stats than that person does. So spend wisely, spend on a bit of bets, spend on the course and your enhancements. That's about it. The ninth thing you want to know is get into a club as soon as you possibly can and make friends with them. Don't start any drama and make that club big, okay? You can also use club points to buy reserve potions and decipher runes, and both of these things will cost a lot of gold if you buy them from the store. So basically what I mean is you can actually buy these things, rainbow potions especially. You can buy these things from the club store. As you can see here, go to bonus to store, and as you can see here, you can buy them without spending any gold. You can also buy all of these other things, which is pretty important, as well as evolution genes. You can buy decipher runes, which with those you can actually upgrade your sigils for free, and that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, that's about it for my ninth point. The 10th point is sell everything you don't need exactly at the moment, because everything you sell now you will be able to buy it for the exact same price later on. You can even try to sell the rare drags, like let's say Whispers of the Ancient God, Wind Tamer, or something like that. These drags that are very needed for almost all classes. You can sell them for a way higher price and then buy it for a lower price later, because people are gonna be desperate for diamonds, fast diamonds especially. So do that and you will be golden. Number 11 is for those casuals out there, if you want to spend on outfits and other beauty things, don't worry about your diamonds. They won't go to complete waste. Yes, of course, spending on other things, on other more important things than exotic outfits and hairs and stuff like that is gonna be better. But if you do plan on spending on outfits, for example, yes, beauty does give you rating as well. Also stats, as you can see here, these are my stats from the beauty right here, which is quite a bit actually. I have not spent anything on the beauty, and I have gotten all of these stats as well. So yes, for you guys, for the casuals out there, if you want to make your character look very cool, you can spend on outfits as well. They won't give you as much rating as the other things, but they will give you some anyways. For the 12th point is 9 fire, 5 wind, and 2 water build is going to be the best for the early game and mid game, so use that core for every single class out there. The reason for this is that magic and physical attack is way more useful in the early game than AP. Also, dexterity, which means multi-strike and crit level, are way better when it comes to comparison with AP at the beginning, especially multi-strike. Multi-strike is one of the better stats for the early game, definitely. Okay, so that's for the 12th point. Now for the 13th point, I know this is gonna sound like I'm advertising my channel, which I'm kinda am, but YouTube videos will help you a lot. They will help you a lot, like tremendously. And I'm not saying you should just watch my videos, but there are plenty of other YouTube channels out there like Lule, Party, Petty Parade, Greg2G, Reunion, BJ's Gaming TV, and a lot more. And sorry if I didn't mention a lot of other channels, because there are actually many generation channels, but people don't seem to watch them, okay? So watch those YouTube videos, they will definitely help you a lot. You can learn the most out from here. The fourth thing is join Facebook groups, join Reddit, and most importantly, the Dragon Raja official server. And even if you're playing on the SEA version of the game, you still can join the official Dragon Raja server, Discord server. And yeah, most players out there that are on that server have played this game for 3 months. And they will help you anyways, whether or not you're on the SEA servers or on the global servers. The 15th thing is, at the beginning, try to do everything the game has to offer. So that means the training thing right here does give you quite a nice amount of experience. Then you want to do every single daily out there, the timed events as well, dungeons, normal dungeons, hard dungeons, and everything the game has to offer, especially when career as well. You want to do all of those things when the game starts out. If you're just the 16th thing, by the way, if you're just starting out in SEA server, join the first three servers because they will always stay the most populated servers and the most competitive ones as well. And even if you're on global, I would still recommend to join older servers because there are a lot of players there. And besides, the devs will start merging servers, so expect to have more players on our servers as well. So that's about it about the 16th point. On the 17th point, if you're having trouble with some bugs or anything like that, contact the Facebook officials because they do respond very, very fast, like super fast. Like within an hour, I have written a few messages for them and they always respond within an hour or so. And yeah, they will help you a lot. Now, the 18th tip, I guess, or the 18th point of mine is this game is very, very social and very to the role-playing side of the games. So don't expect everyone to be competitive. Even if you're in a big, big club, most people there will not be competitive and will play the game more for the fun side and the social side, the beautifulness of the game, how pretty it is. You can see basically the graphics and everything like that. So if they are not that competitive, don't get mad at them and don't make them be competitive as well. The 19th point, I guess, is if you're going with the chef career, make sure you craft bentos and ask other players to give you superstar club cards and vice versa. If you're playing superstar career, craft super cards daily and ask for bentos from other players because buffs, yes, buffs are very, very, very important in this game and they do last for a long amount of time. And the 20th and last thing of this list is gonna be sell the things you can make in career shop. As you can see here, for example, let's go to career and cuisines and go to kitchen. I can basically make two things daily, two foods daily, and they do give quite a nice amount of diamonds, even though at the start they won't give a lot, but they do add up very, very quickly. To be honest, they will give you a lot of diamonds for that. So yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching and making it to the end of the video. Like and subscribe if you want daily treasure content as well. Especially like if you want this video to be seen even more to other players, especially if you found it helpful. And yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and bye bye.